What is up, geeks and gamers? Tony from Idiot Gamers bringing you Week 11 of the Jacksonville Super Bowl or Bust franchise. We are sitting at a comfortable 8-1, leading our respective division and conference. We are going on the road again to Cleveland. So before we get into the game, we'll just take a look at our schedule. So yeah, we have a string of home games next, and then bounce a couple away games, and then we finish up at home against the Colts, who we just beat in a come-from-behind victory. No, our bye was the middle week in our string of away games, and then we'll have a string of home games. So next week we take on the Texans again, and then we have 2 division games to round out the season. So Cleveland is our last game against the the AFC North. We had all 3 of their other division teams, and man, some of the records looking at these, like the Bengals, 1-8. They should have been a much better team than that. I'd love to see another section of these games where we skunk them for nothing, but seems that since that Ravens loss, we've had a little bit of harder games, so we're going to go into Cleveland and see if we can't squeak another win out. As I had kind of stated last game, Cleveland is one of those teams that they're going to make you play for the win. They might not have the best record. They're in a tough division, but they will always have a close game, so I'm expecting... I shouldn't say, I don't expect to blow them out, but I would expect within a 2-score game against them. Now that I said that, I will probably blow them out. I hope. Cleveland Browns Stadium. Right on the river. So, we'll go with heads. His heads, we will choose to defer to the second half. That's actually the first coin toss we've won in a long time.
What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team,
so we will start off.
Overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So,
here we go.
You almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to
booming kick from Scobie. That's going to be not even... if I were Josh Cribbs, I wouldn't even think about returning that. I thought that was going out of the end zone. Colt McCoy. Looking at 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, completion percentage of 53.4. 1,323 yards. So he's doing about as well as our quarterback right now. So...
They'll go to work at the 20.
So this might just end up being a running contest today. And first play off the bat, a sack from the sack master, Aaron Campman. Or should I call him the sack maester? Get all sophisticated bibbled in it. We're going to be coming right back for Colt McCoy. Oh, and we knock it out of there. Defense is proving to be very aggressive today. So we're looking at Joshua Cribbs, Massaquoi, Greg Little, and a good couple pairs of tight ends on the Cleveland team. I really like their offensive wide receiver lineup. So we get a penalty there. Probably the most called penalty we have all season. And we stuff Peyton Hillis right there. Hoping that the Pick City limits will do their job today. Start calling him that instead of the wall.
Yeah, he really has, and it's good to see because Darryl Smith is
And they get the first down there, but we were right there immediately for the tackle.
Some big interceptions in the passing game as well.
We'll throw a blitz at him, send in the clown, see if they can adjust. And, Almost got around Darren Sharper, but we got him from behind. Justin Durant again with the tackle. And incomplete again. Colt McCoy looking very shaky. Honestly, this is what I would expect from a Cleveland quarterback. They can't seem to have any good quarterback at all. Snaked around him, and I could not get turned around to get the pick. Bad play on my part. That was a missed sack and a missed interception. Well, it looked like that one was batted away, so we'll take that. Stacking up in the eye. Let's see if we can't stuff Hillis again, and we do. Taking it right to the house with the Madden cover athlete for this game. Not making him really look like the cover athlete here. And Campman's coming in, and Campman gets the sack again. He's on course for another 3-sack game. And we kept him out of field goal range, so that's good. See what Trenton Holiday can do to get us back into the decent field position. So you're just going to let this one bounce. We'll start at the 20. See what we can do against this Cleveland defense. One of my favorite workhorses sitting on the field to start, Brandon Sane. And, well, not looking too good to start today, but he just got stood up at the line. Let's start with a trickery play, throwing. We'll see what we can do off the screen, and the screen proves to be a good play as Maurice Jones-Drew runs for 32 yards after the catch. Screen, normally not one of my favorite plays to use. It normally ends up really bad for me, but I'm glad that one worked out for once. We'll send it to Sane, get him. And he's getting better.
The Jaguars have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
Air it up for Jordy Nelson. And he catches it on the 1-yard line. Good job, Jordy.
Wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
Oh, sacked. Not good.
This is one of those defensive coordinators who's known for his exotic blitz packages. He can blitz anytime, any down.
So we'll just try to run it in with Jennings. And we get set up again. This goal line defense is proving a little tough for us. Give it to Sane, see if Sane can't get into the end zone. It looks like he's just going to walk in. Nope, stuffed at the 1. I got to go for it, but I think we're going to do a little... No. I got to go for it. I got to run it in. I'm going to try to stay aggressive as shit today, and Sane gets us in. So, good decision on my part there. Was actually going to try to run a fake field goal, but I think we might save that for a little bit later. Brandon Sane, I believe, getting his first touchdown on the season. Outside of preseason. I'd like to see him in the end zone a couple more times. Spread the love around for our running backs. And Considine starts up the gang tackle on Cribbs. And it looks like we have a player down. We'll see who that is in a minute. Hopefully it's not too serious of an injury. We've been lucky this season to not have too bad of injuries other than just Bob Sanders.
He's brought down right around the 26-yard line by Durant. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up
So,
the
the
first.
2-minute warning. We are up 7-0. We get the ball back at half. So we'll send in the Clowns again. And the pressure gets to him. Peyton Hillis drops a sure first down.
Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs.
Let's see if we can't hold him here.
They'll throw for the first.
Oh, and
And he drops the
good interception missed by our defense.
after that incompletion.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys.
But we'll get the ball back, see if we can't put a couple more points on the board before half.
Holiday will
Spin right into their defense.
I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to
Oh,
see.
bad throw on my part. Probably should have went to Nelson on that.
Can't just stare
But we
down
want to
the
try to
ball.
stay a little bit more aggressive today.
Defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
Try to throw it to Nelson again, and nope. No good there, so we'll just check down to the first down here.
It's third down, 10 yards for first. Ball on their own 41.
See if we can't throw it to MJD. Oh, and he drops it. Well, not what we wanted to try to do.
Off the field after failing.
So we'll see if Adam Podlesh can't just coffin kick this into the corner.
Creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seem to get anything going on that drive.
Oh, Cribbs shaking a tackle,
He stopped
making us whiff.
Bowen was there for the stop.
We'll see if we can't just get another good stop here.
Ton of room for him to run, but he was able
I'd
to
love
keep
more
it
sacks. I'd love more picks.
You
Keep them
never
coming
get
to me,
upset with
baby.
a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular.
And Aaron Campman, again, third game in a row with 3 sacks.
The no huddle.
So again, what we can't do on offense, we're seeming to make up on defense.
Throws to his left.
A little more pressure to him again.
Be careful making that throw. Sometimes those are easily intercepted. You did a good job getting out of there, but that throw was dangerous.
Ooh,
Hands it off.
we'll take the timeout here to make sure that they don't try to run the clock out.
Around the 21-yard line by number 29.
So we'll still have a minute to try to do something. Let's hope we can make something work this time. Ooh,
Holiday takes it at the 33. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much room.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block.
and Mercedes Lewis gets us the first down. And he gets us
And
out of bounds? No.
Around the 50-yard line by Fujita. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Surveys the field.
Ooh, bad throw by Flynn. Should have let him a little bit more.
Has pretty good touch on the ball, but he really never gave his receiver a chance on that one.
Oh, get it out of there. Ugh.
Lets it go.
Come on.
A little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Third down and 10 coming up here. Has
Get
a
it?
man out to his right.
No, again. They're just stuffing us each time.
Lewis was the intended receiver on the play. It's fourth down. The Jaguars lining up to punt. Back to punt. It's a fake. He's looking to pass.
Oh,
Short throw to
should have ran it. A little bit of trickery.
Stand that time by the defense.
Not good.
If I were the defensive coordinator, I think I'd be sending a thank you note to the other sideline.
Pass is short right side. The stop was made by Rasheed Mathis.
We can just hold them for 19 more seconds. Still a little pissed off that we didn't get anything going on either of those short drives. And our guy just ran right through the line to block that down. I'll take that.
Now they'll face a 3rd and 6 situation.
Looks like, again, just today, we're going to have to rely on our defense getting us our points. Seems to be the theme for the season, but we'll give them the penalty there. Probably end up just going into the half tide.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties.
Get around the corner.
Ugh.
Cameron got the pressure to him again. 2nd and inches. Well, they'll just take the kick.
Yeah, and I'm going to expect to see a lot more passes to this guy. He's a good receiver. He's talented. He can make the catch and get upfield. But more importantly right now, this defense is creating some opportunities for him to catch the ball.
We'll just run this out of bounds. Obviously not going to be able to do anything with that. So we'll go into half with a 4-point lead. We'll see when we get the ball back if we can't do something a little bit better. A couple of just spun out drives that could have produced us easy points. They didn't. That'll be an average return for us. We'll see what we can start getting going now. We'll just go back to the run game for now and see if we can't get anything going on the ground. That's already looking a lot better.
Jackson was there for the stop. Only a yard needed to convert here on 2nd down.
Oof.
Short to his left.
Again, the defense is jumping all of our receivers.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
And MJD will walk through the line, get us the 1st down.
He gains his way to the 40-yard line. TJ Ward.
We'll throw Brandon Sane into the mix, see if he can't get us some good yardage.
The ball is on their own 40.
And, ran into our own guy. We could have been gone. Seems to just be the theme of the day is nothing is working quite how we want it to. And MJD, open space. It's what we like to see.
He's brought down around the 26-yard line by Elam. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26.
See if we can't make something going in the air. All right, good throw to Jordy Nelson. He receives it. So he's having a fairly decent day.
And so far in this one, as you can see,
but as I was saying, now that we're completely in the shadow of the stadium, everything looks like we're at a night game now. I believe I said that last game when we were talking about the sunlight in the new Colts stadium. Oh, just barely missed the first. And we're going to just run it in with Flynn. He needs a touchdown. Got to spread the running love. And Josh Scobie will make it 14-3.
That time he made a nice run.
Scobie adds the extra point.
Oh, Matt Flynn looking a little better this week.
Scobie is just about ready to kick this
Still not entirely sure if I want him to be our long-term guy now. I think I might want to bring somebody new in next season. But we'll see how he fares in the playoffs. Oh, Josh Cribbs just running over us on the return.
They'll get the ball here at the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Switch over to the other side for a couple plays here. Oh, not sure where Colt McCoy was trying to throw that to. That was a horrible pass.
Has to improve his deep passing accuracy.
They'll go from their own 32-yard line.
Oh, and Aaron Campman again getting a sack. 4 sacks on the day.
Another sack by the defense, and you have to expect that this pressure, Chris, they're generating is going to have an effect on the way he plays.
Yeah, absolutely, Gus. This guy is known for being a mobile quarterback, so don't be surprised if we see him try to tuck and run next.
Campman trying to get to him again, but that time Terrence Knighton gets to him.
Number 96 records his
Sharing the sack love with everybody. What am I doing calling a timeout? It's not the fourth quarter yet.
now after the sack.
All right, Trindon Holiday, let's see if you can't get this. Okay, we'll get this to the 50 at least. And we'll get a flag for face mask. So this should give us a decent starting field position.
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
See if we can't burn them on the deep pass again. Oh, get it out of there.
Looks to throw.
Did not see the blitz coming there.
Obvious passing situation here on 2nd and long.
And now that we switch sides, the brightness versus the darkness.
Over the middle.
Again, probably should have went to Nelson on that.
Lewis was the intended
I hate trying to just
play.
single out one receiver for the day. And MJD is going to make that all up for us. And we're going to, again, be aggressive. We're going to run it, go for it.
Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down.
And Rashad Jennings gets it for us.
He's dropped down.
Now, the one thing I find is when I try to force it to the same guy over and over and over, it really doesn't work out. You end up forcing passes that end up being picks.
Through his progression.
Good pass to Stokely. Is that going to be in?
Makes the
No?
the sideline, but no signal yet.
No?
They say no, he didn't have it.
Good try. That was a really good
Get a
try.
replay of that. I might challenge that. Does he have 2 feet in? No. Upon further review, he does not. So that is not worth a challenge. Obviously, he had 1 foot out of bounds.
They line it up at the 22.
But we'll give it to him there. And Stokely down to the 2.
Down he goes. It's going to be a Jags 1st and goal. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that.
See if we can't get this to Corliss on the drag.
Still can't stop it.
Yeah, and we do. Brandon Corliss in for the touchdown. We're looking at a 21-3 game.
Defensively, the hardest part is you know you have to attack the run here. And so sometimes those tight ends can just sneak out.
Matt Flynn definitely looking a little better each game in the red zone. Start of the season, he was pretty shaky.
The score, the Jaguars.
But yeah, as you can see, just the shadows at this stadium cast. This is a nightmare to play in if you're playing as Cleveland. Especially, normally when I play as Cleveland, I play with all brown alternate uniforms. Some people might say that I have a theme that I like to keep with teams. And just throwing to those guys in the shadowed end of the stadium, it sucks. You lose people a lot.
Tackle was made by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Robisky picks up 2 yards with the grab.
So we'll see if we can't get to Colt McCoy again now that story time is over.
The left side.
Muhammad Massaquoi swallowed up by a sea of Jaguars defenders there, but he got them the first down. So we'll sack McCoy again. Campman with 5 sacks on the day.
Things up a bit by going no huddle.
Can we get 6? No.
Searching for an open man.
Oh, And this looks like it's going to be a rough in the passer. That was a pretty janky pass.
Ball's incomplete. Wow, that looked like roughing the passer. Here's the call.
We'll be thrown into the shadow end. Let's see if we don't accidentally lose somebody here.
It is almost impossible.
We'll send in the clowns. And the clowns work.
Running out of time.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier.
And we'll go to the 2-minute warning at 21-3.
Time out the snap count. If you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
So now that we're inside the 2-minute warning, I can probably say that we've got the win here. And start talking about where I feel we can use improvement or where we don't need improvement. Defense, again, as always, just evil.
Here's a short pass.
Offense, still, depending on who we're playing, our offense just doesn't stack up against certain teams' defenses. Our run offense against Cleveland today was good. Aaron Campman, 6 sacks on the day. Is that a record?
Steps up in the pocket, and they've got him.
7? No! Do we get the pick, though? No, we do not.
No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down.
I think I've accidentally dialed in on Campman trying to get a personal game record.
Dumps it out right.
Well, are they going to just go for it here? No, they're not going to go for the kick.
All the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely,
And we will take over.
also had the check down well with
We're just going to have to do a couple run plays. They are obviously going to try to burn their timeouts with a minute left.
And we'll have a first down and 10.
So Rashad Jennings up the gut.
Handoff up the middle. And he's tackled around the
Brandon
35-yard line
Sane.
by Fujita. They'll need
This is
about 3
potentially
yards
the
here.
game-ending run. Get us the first down, Mr. Sane. Brandon Sane gets us the game-ender.
He's dropped down at about the 41 by Fujita. It's first and 10.
So we really don't have to do a whole hell of a lot here. I can run it backwards. I can run it forwards here.
Jones
Well, that's your game, ladies and gentlemen. Again, defense rules all.
linebacker was on that one. Not only did he recognize it,
And our offense, I think we're still trying to look for that veteran guy that, will help us, be more consistent on offense, like in our passing game. Like I said before, we'll just have to see how Flynn does in the playoffs if we get there. And Flynn, might just be looking at another backup job. I might want to bring somebody in again, or I might want to trade him out for somebody that I feel might be a little better. So Aaron Campman probably going to be the player of the game again. 6 sacks, 6 tackles. I wonder if that's a single game record. That seems to me like it should be. Played this game enough. So we go into Cleveland and stomp them. 21-3 is your final for that, and we are looking at a very, very comfortable and unexpected 9-1 record. Curse you, Ravens. We could be sitting at undefeated, but shit happens. So we got next week up. We are at home against Houston. We had a really, really close game against them. They still can't seem to shake that losing record off of them. So we'll actually go and check the stats for a second here. Checking the records. Nope, we were off by 1. Aaron Campman takes second place for 6 sacks in a game. That was close. I thought that was close for a record. So let's check the standings and see where we're sitting. Oh yeah, we're still just 1 game ahead of everybody. And I mean everybody. I think this Titans game when we play them at home, well, I think we might actually be playing them in Tennessee. I think we played them at home already. That's probably going to separate us from everybody else. So I'm not too concerned about anyone else in our division at the moment. So we'll be on to the next week, on to another division game. Hopefully this clenches up our division for us. So we'll be on to the next.